From the home of the Polar Bears in Jackson Township, welcome to Big Time Sports and High School Tournament Basketball. Tonight, a Division I district semifinal as the 19-3 Jackson Polar Bears meet the 10-12 Medina Bees. Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Dunn, along with my broadcast partner, Troy Richardson, as we welcome everyone to the Fur-Bay Electric pregame show. And Troy, on paper, Jackson should win this basketball game, but you and I both know March Madness can be a crazy business. It's the journey of tears and cheers. What we have seen happen the last couple days tells me anything can happen tonight.
Yeah, anything is quite possible. We've seen some lower seeds come away with it. You're going to see a seed in Division II in the 20s get to the regionals. But yeah, tonight anything can happen when you look at these two teams. On paper, you got the Jackson Polar Bears at home, one of the best three-point shooting teams at home. And you've got Medina, who's, you know, they play in a pretty good conference up there, that Greater Cleveland Conference, and they've had some great games so far.
Let's take a look at the Medina Bees. As we said, they came in at 10-12. Veteran coach Chris Hassinger, he will bring a big and talented team into Stark County tonight, Troy. They will start 6'8", 6'5", and 6'5" again, and they're good enough. They handed Strongsville, one of three losses, so they can play at this level.
Well, teams who can really pull up upsets in the tournaments are big teams or teams that can shoot the three really well. And you've got Medina here that's got some length on their side. They're led by Luke Hassinger, the coach's son. He's at 14 points a game. Bryce Zufar, he's at 11 points a game. And as you said, 6'8" in the middle. That's a good rim protector. That's somebody who you got to defend on the inside, and it opens up the perimeter game.
For the Polar Bears, they come in at 19-3, co-champions of the Federal League with McKinley. Coach Dim Bebevic's Polar Bears feature one of the best shooting teams in the state. Mitch Finneyfrock, Cam Weekly, Kyle Monterrubio. You toss in 6'3" senior Cole Baker, and that's a pretty good group.
Yeah, you've got the 1-2-3 punch up front, the combination of anyone that can light you up. With Finneyfrock, Monterrubio, and Weekly, they can take you off the bounce. They got some length. And Finneyfrock, you got two 1,000-point scorers on the team. There are not too many teams that have that, Joe.
Let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game. For Medina, I think, Troy, they got to slow it down a little bit. They don't want to get in an up-tempo game with the Polar Bears.
No, they don't. They want to slow it down, pound it to the inside. When you limit those possessions as a shooter, you're not getting to touch the ball as much. You tend to want to lift it up a little bit quicker than normal.
For Jackson, what they want to do, as they always do, Troy, they want to get good looks behind that three-point line.
They do, and that all starts with the dribble penetration. When you start to hedge off, they're going to kick it. They're not afraid to make the extra pass. They're very unselfish on our Daystar Auto Group keys to the game.
Troy, why don't you give us tonight's starting lineup?
Let's take a look here at our starting lineups. Brought to you by our good friends at Ferris. For the Medina Bees, it's Holland, Zufar, Kopas, Johnson, and Hassinger rounding out that starting lineup for the Medina Bees. On the flip side of the coin, for Coach Tim DeBevic and the Jackson Polar Bears, for the Jackson Polar Bears, we will have Weekly, Finneyfrock, Baker, Loy, and Monterrubio for the Jackson Polar Bears. I want to thank our good friends at Ferris for sponsoring our starting lineups.
It's Division I tournament basketball right here on Big Time Sports. We're back with tonight's opening tip right after this.
Certified by the American Lighting Association, Fur-Bay's Light Shop is your go-to for all lighting needs, residential, commercial, or industrial. Our experts assist with every detail, from bulb size and fixture type to designing layouts. Visit us for hands-on displays showcasing various fixtures, or log in to furbay.com/lightshop. Let us help you visualize the perfect light for your space. Whether you need advice or want to explore lighting options, stop by or log in to Fur-Bay's Light Shop today and see how we can brighten your project.
Sometimes life is just not okay. But guess what? That's okay.
And the pain you feel today won't always be the pain you feel tomorrow.
And no temporary situation is worthy of a permanent decision.
And if we give life a chance, we can change. We can grow.
Because it's not the absences of hard times that makes life worth living.
It's the presence of hope.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm James here at 705 South Tuscarawas Avenue in Dover, Ohio at New and Machado Sales. Wait a second, is this supposed to rain today? Come with me inside our massive indoor showroom because Ohio weather is so unpredictable. You can check out all our nice pre-owned vehicles inside our indoor showroom. And every car comes with a lifetime warranty and is priced at or below KBB retail. And every vehicle comes inspected prior to hitting the showroom floor so that you know exactly what you're getting. And our inventory is moving so fast. Scan the QR code to see what's available right now. Don't see what you like? Check back tomorrow. Look, car buying doesn't have to suck. Stop in here at New Machado Sales year-round, where we have an indoor showroom, climate-controlled, that's been family-owned and operated since 2019, where you can find your next luxury pre-owned vehicle. So scan the QR code or check out our website to see today's inventory. I'll see you soon.
Joe Dunn, Troy Richardson back at Jackson High School as we get ready for Division I tournament basketball. The Medina Bees in Stark County to take on the Jackson Polar Bears. The winner advances to Saturday up at Akron North to take on McKinley or Strongsville for the district title. And here we go, Medina with the basketball. And Jackson, as always, will go back in that tight man-to-man defense, Troy.
Yeah, man-to-man, I saw him switch here early. Nice steal on the inside. With that switch, they got the matchup they wanted for the Bees. Nice finish there by Johnson.
Yeah, Kellen Johnson at 6'6". We talked to the pregame, Troy. This Medina Bees team, they are big. They go 6'8", 6'6", 6'5" in the starting lineup.
And they're going to try to use that size. If Jackson's going to switch, you can always screen to get the matchup you want.
Monterubio will give it up. You don't want to give these Polar Bears too many open looks.
Well, with the length playing man-to-man, you can give them a little space because you can cover it.
This is Cam Weekly. Gets it out to Finney-Frock. Kane Loy inside, nice speed up and in by Cole Baker.
Nice job of using the backdoor action there. Good feed, good cut. Use the defensive pressure against themselves. Great finish here by Baker.
We are tied at 2 early in this basketball game. Polar Bears at 19-3. Co-champions of the Federal League along with McKinley, who is taking on Strongsville tonight. Up in Strongsville, that's a tough assignment.
And as always, we want to thank our good friends at Van Nostrand Young & Associates for sponsoring our opening tip. Work from school or home. Van Nostrand Young Coots, nice throwdown dunk there as well.
Chase Holland.
By Holland.
He's 6'8", and Jackson did not cut off the baseline, and now Polar Bears turn it over. Cam Weekly steps on the line over there, so the Bees have it right back. We talked about some of the big wins Medina has had. Strongsville only lost 3 games this year. One was just for this Medina team.
Yeah, and it's a good schedule that they play. And they're not afraid to challenge themselves. Coach Hassinger has always done that, willing to play the best teams he can get. I like the spacing here. It's not a deliberate style, but it's a nice slow down style to get the look that they want and the matchups that they want.
Yeah, they're swinging it outside, and then they'll penetrate when they can. They like to go down to their big guys. And this is big Jace Holland. Nice pass inside, and the foul's going to be on Jackson. They're pointing at Cole Baker.
Work from school or from home, a new world may require new homeowners coverage. Van Nostrand Young & Kuntz is a family-owned and operated independent insurance agency here to help. Make sure if you see Will Van Nostrand from Van Nostrand Young & Kuntz, you let him know you heard it on Big Time Sports.
Holland in front and trips and falls. Somehow did not turn it over, and Medina has the basketball.
Well, I think when they missed the clip there, they were going to let him get away with a little bit of a travel.
Monterubio trying to guard big Jace Holland. Pretty good matchup right there.
Nice fundamental move inside.
Nice move inside. Kellen Johnson at 6'6", has 4. of Medina's 6. And the Bees are out early. They lead at 6-2.
Yeah, they do a nice job getting that matchup inside. Good fundamental post play.
Monterrubio will drive baseline. Left-hander up and in. I think he may be the best all-around player in Stark County, Troy. He can do it all.
Yeah, he takes it in. He's really improved his overall game. He can take you inside. He can take you outside. He can knock down the jumper.
From the baseline, that shot no good. Rebound comes off to Finney Fry. And the Polar Bears will try and get out in transition, down 6-4. Nice pass inside, and Monterrubio with 4 in a row, and we are tied at 6.
Nice pass on the interior. They lose their man in transition, something you got to locate quickly when you're playing Jackson the way they like to run.
Yeah, and we talked about Medina wanting to be very patient, and Rubio reaches in and grabs it away, the steal. 4-on-1 break. Monterrubio to Weekly, up and in.
Nice pass from Monterrubio, good finish from Weekly, and a timeout called by the Bees.
Jackson now, wait a second now, they had called a timeout, and now the officials step in and say, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. What do you see, Troy?
I thought they called a timeout.
I did too.
Not sure what the stoppage of play was for. Must have been an injured player there. As you look at the big Mount Hope defensive play, Monterrubio coming in, getting the big steal, initiates the transition up and ahead. 2 points here.
Yeah, Medina with the basketball down by 2 at 8-6, still early, halfway through this first quarter. From the free throw line, up and in. Boy, nice shot there by Bryce Zufra.
Zufra knocking it down. Nice little foul line jumper, stopping on a dime.
Weekly, long shot up and in. Cam Weekly with the try.
Deep three off the bounce. You got to come out and cover him to create the space. Cam Weekly knocking down the jumper. 3-point lead now for the Bears.
Yeah, Cam Weekly on his way to Alliance to play for Mount Union. He can simply shoot the basketball.
And that is a steal for the Purple Raiders.
Deep three, and that comes right back. Nice shot. Put up and in by Hassinger, the coach's son.
And that's what you'd expect. You'd expect a good heads-up play by the coach's son.
We are tied at 11. Weekly wanted to pull the trigger. Good defense by the Bees. Medina plays tight man-to-man. They're big inside. And the Polar Bears will have to work to get a good look.
Nice slip.
Inside to Rubio, and that is blocked from behind. Here come the Bees in transition. Another 3-ball put up, doesn't get it. And the Bees come out of there with an offensive rebound. They are hustling right now on the road, Troy.
Yeah, and that's got to be a concern a little bit of the offensive glass that the Bees can get with their height advantage. Thought about the 3.
Yeah, they pulled up his dribble. He's in trouble and needs help, and finally gets it to Zufra.
Right now, I like this tempo. It favors the Bees.
Right.
This is what you want if you're Medina.
There's the drive, the stop, the pop. I think Jackson got a piece of that one, as that ball came up short. Here's Weekly in the corner, down into Baker, up and in.
Love how Cole Baker moves without the basketball. He always puts himself in a great position to finish.
13-11, less than 2 to go in the quarter. And Jackson, who was down early, now has fought back the lead at 13-11. Bees very, very patient.
Nice back cut.
Shot
and
off
one.
the window, up and in. Boy, Kellen Johnson was 6 in the quarter, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play. I like him at 6'6", Troy.
Yeah, Kellen Johnson, he plays a little bit bigger than that. Just take a look at our Altman replay. Draws the contact, gets the foul inside, moves well without the block, but knows when he's got a little bit of a mismatch, knows to drop his man down low.
Tim DeBebe's going to get Landon Teal in the game, 6'7" junior. Get some size in there. Free throw right off the front of the rim by Kellen Johnson.
Free throw is so key when you get into the tournament run. You want to bring your defense, your rebounding, and your free throw shooting. Tied
at 13, a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Weekly trapped on the baseline, gets it up to Monterrubio. Wide open look from deep, count it. Jack Lancey with the triple.
Senior comes off the bench and knocks it down. His defender fell down in the paint. Jackson always manages to find the open man, and they can all shoot the 3-ball.
They'll try and answer. Deep three. That's around and off. Ball pulled out of there. And they're going to call a tie-up. The possession arrow belongs to Jackson.
But I love the aggression here out of Medina, even off the miss in the Altman replay. You always want to be the one on a jump ball. You want to be the one handing it to the ref. It's just that mentality of you want the ball in your hands.
And now Mentor's going to go to a 3-2 zone, Troy. They've been manned the entire first quarter. Going to show Jackson a different look.
Just try to give him something to think about.
Deep shot out of the corner. That's Finney-Frock's first shot off the side of the rim.
Finney-Frock can lift it up with a hand in his face.
Oh, yeah.
And Medina, usually they'll look to try to take the last shot of a quarter, try to get their set gone at about the 12-second mark, get the shot up at about 4 or 5. Even if you miss, gives yourself a chance for an offensive rebound.
16-13, Polar Bear lead, but Medina has the basketball, looking for that final look that can tie it or get them a point down here at the end of the quarter. Polar Bear is going to come out and pressure a little bit. This is Hassinger. He'll drive. They won't take that shot yet. Boy, good patience. Kellen Johnson. Count it. Wow, what a quarter for Kellen Johnson. Now from three-quarter court, that's no good. Troy, we got a basketball game at the end of 8 minutes. It is Jackson 16, Medina 16. We're back right after this with the second quarter on Big Time Sports.
It's always that personal touch that they know you.
Primetime has people that can help you through every step of the way, and when you're my age, you need that extra help.
You don't want a lot of questioning when you're already dealing with a medical issue. Primetime is trying to help us get down the road as long as we can.
And if you're not in the right situation, a senior can lose everything. I feel with Primetime, we picked the best program.
You're only as good as your people. And what we've done here is we've created a culture where people flourish.
We don't want it to be a transaction. We want it to be something where there's a consultative approach, a relationship that allows us to really, one, ensure our customer the right way, but then two, to let them understand the value of getting to work with us.
It's an extreme amount of satisfaction for this team that we have right now. We've developed a team that is solely based on relationships.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
You've got only one body, so why not take care of it? Let iCryo Wellness and Recovery help you live a healthy lifestyle. iCryo will introduce you to recovery and wellness with their proven techniques that will surely make your body and mind a whole lot healthier. Evaluate your lifestyle with iCryo. Don't wait. Call now, 330-451-6365.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
C.H. Fallison Associates in North Canton is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome to Daystar Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Malvern, Ohio, your ultimate destination for automotive excellence. Get behind the wheel of your dreams with our exclusive lineup of top quality vehicles. From sleek sedans to rugged SUVs, we have something for every driver. Explore our wide selection of premium cars and let our expert team help you find the perfect match. Don't settle for ordinary. Upgrade to extraordinary at Daystar Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Malvern. Introducing Pizza Oven, a legacy since 1956. For decades, we've delighted taste buds with our authentic flavors. Indulge in our scrumptious menu, carefully crafted to satisfy every craving. From crispy pizzas to fresh salads, tender chickens to savory pasta, we have it all. Visit pizzaoven56.com and experience the taste of tradition at your fingertips. Pizza Oven, serving Northeast Ohio at our 10 locations. Novellus is a global leader in flat-rolled aluminum and the world's largest aluminum recycler. Together, we forged a world-class team delivering high-quality products globally. We extend our positive impact by supporting local schools and community organizations. Novellus Uricksville cheers on students and families across various schools. Novellus Uricksville is rooting for you. Learn more at novellus.com.
Joe Dunn, Troy Richardson back at Jackson High School. Big Time Sports bringing you Division I tournament basketball. The Polar Bears at 19-3, Medina 10-12, and we are tied, Troy, at the end of the first quarter. A little bit of a surprise, but Medina has come in here and played well early.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a surprise, but not that big of a surprise here on our quarterly recap. Just the way they've come out, using their height advantage, getting some one-on-one matchups, moving the ball well, getting to the offensive glass, and Jackson doing what they do, shooting the three well, getting out in transition, getting some buckets. The thing is, Jackson hasn't forced the turnovers with their pressure defense like they normally do. Medina's handled that very well, but Medina needs to keep handling that as the game goes on, and they've got to be able to weather a storm, because at some point, Jackson's going to come out on an 8-0 run, a little 9-0 run, and they've got to be able to weather that.
Yeah, Jackson can shoot it and get in runs. I'll tell you, it's better than anybody in the state, really. They are loaded with three-point shooters. Doesn't take them long. Medina, again, very patient, not forcing anything. Kellen Johnson, the 6'6" senior, with 9. But Medina's 16 in the first quarter, ended it with a 3.
They do a lot of handoffs.
Wide open look. That doesn't go. Pulled out of there by Monterrubio. Looking for a good look here against that Medina man-to-man. And knocked away. And they're going to give it to Medina. Tim DeBevic got a great look at that. He doesn't like the call, but the Bees are going to have it right back.
Well, here's the look right there, Joe. I'm trying to see it when it gets deflected away. Hard to tell there on the Altman replay, but that's going to go to Medina. Jackson's second turnover of the game. 0 right now for the Bees.
Yeah, Mediz with that one. Just get an extra possession. Let's see what they can do with it. Just underway here in the second quarter. Tied at 16. Hassinger will drive, will pop from the elbow. Got it. Hassinger with 5 in the half, and Medina leads it 18-16.
And I love how he shoots so well off the bounce. That's what I like. He's not afraid to take it off the dribble and knock down the jumper.
They go down low inside. Nice shot up and in. Boy, that was Landon Teal at 6'7". He worked hard for that one, Troy.
He does. I don't think he gets enough credit. Everyone talks about, being one of the best pitchers in Ohio, gone to Ohio State, just a junior, but he gets the ball down low on the block. He can make a lot of things happen.
Deep three, Hassinger off the back of the iron. Long rebound to Finnifrock. Here they come.
I'm not sure if that's a shot you want that early in the possession. You want to get a couple of reversals, make Medina play defense.
Shot out of the corner. That's a long rebound, pulled out of there by Medina. So we're tied at 18, 2 minutes into this second quarter. The winner will get either Strongsville or McKinley Saturday at 4 o'clock at Akron North for the district title. Long three, put up and in. Whoa, Jace Holland drills it. And Tim DeBevic has seen enough. Gonna call timeout with 5:48 left to go in the half. 21-18 Medina. We're back after this.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Attention golfers, be sure to visit Willie's Custom Golf in Strasburg. Willie's features 3 TrackMan simulators to sharpen your game. Enjoy the outdoor and indoor driving range and browse in our fully stocked pro shop. Private lessons available from our golf professionals. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Willie's Custom Golf has it all. For
what draws us together? What keeps us grinding long into the night? What drives us to excel? To give it everything we have? It's the moment. We're ready to show up. Are you?
Joe Dunn, Troy Richardson back at Jackson High School. Medina up right now, 21-18.
Yeah, as we're on our New Image Auto Sales fan cam, want to thank our good friends at New Image Auto Sale in New Philadelphia for the fan cam. Take a look at the Jackson faithful tonight. Kind of a split crowd tonight for Jackson. The Lady Polar Bears are playing Medina tonight in the regional semifinals up in Wadsworth, so not a very big crowd tonight, as you would expect on our New Image Auto Sales fan cam.
Go right down low to Teal, throws it up, no good. Long rebound pulled out of there by Medina. They've gone down 2 or 3 times to Landon Teal, Troy, trying to take that advantage of the 6'7" height.
Yeah, and Coach DeBevic, he's got to watch himself here, right in the ear of the official.
Down low to Johnson. He'll stop in the paint. Ball knocked away. He picks it back up. And right to the rim. Can't go. Nice drive by Jace Holland. Here comes Monterrubio. Line, lane. Whoa, the big block. Shot put up, no good again. We've got an injured Medina B underneath the basket, as I think he came out of nowhere to block that one, Troy. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, he came out with a big block there. Hope the young man is okay. That's going to be a Papa Bears big play replay. There you see the big block against it. He just kind of slips and falls there. Hope that he's okay, but nice job there coming up with a big rebound for the Bees.
There you see it. Boy, it was 10 years ago, and I remember this. 10 years ago, Jackson and Medina met in the district championship game up at Copley. If you remember, Troy, Medina had beaten Canton Timken in the semifinal. Jackson beat Medina Highland. That set up that district championship 10 years ago. If you remember, Jackson was down 10 points in that game. Came back and tied it and lost. Big John Teskey, 6'10" for Medina, went on to play at Michigan. He was on that Medina team. The starting lineup for Jackson that night: sophomores Kyle Young and Logan Hill, juniors Jake Pilata and Ben Seaman, and the senior point guard Tyler Dunn.
Well, this could be a game changer here. If they lose the big man in the middle, that is a big, big change there for Medina, and that will change their entire offensive game plan and defensive game plan. In business for over 15 years, Fireside Tax specializes in small business, both ongoing and setting them up. Because we are a small business, Fireside provides flat fee payroll, flat fee accounting. Fireside also handles individual and small business income tax return. And everything that we do, Fireside Tax is your best value for your dollar. Price much less than the national chains. Call 330-478-1505. Check them out on the web at firesidetax.com. That's firesidetax.com.
There you get a good look at that Medina Bees huddle. Let's take one more look at that play.
There's the big pin.
Oh.
Yeah, stepped on his own player's foot, so hopefully it's just a rolled ankle.
No, they're looking at the knee, and I don't like that.
It could have just, hopefully he just twisted. Would hate to see that man have to come out for any length of time in this game, especially, you know, in the districts.
Boy, he came out of nowhere to block that one, Troy. That was impressive. And
oh boy,
that doesn't look good, does it?
No, that changes everything here for Medina.
Chris Hassinger, the veteran coach. He was the coach 10 years ago for that Jackson-Medina district title game. He's done a good job at Medina.
And I think he was when we did, Hoover played them in the regionals one year, and we did the game up at Cleveland State University. I think he was the head coach there as well. Hopefully that young man can get back in tonight. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, they're looking at that left knee, and that is never good. Polar Bear's going to put some pressure on in the backcourt. This is Hassinger, the Johnson. They break it. That was impressive, brought that press.
Well, I would bring the press too. You know, you've just sat down a little bit, maybe their head's not in the game, and see what you can do here. Try to catch him, maybe ambush him a little bit.
Johnson double team. He'll now work into the paint. Gave up a pretty good look there to pass it out.
Once again, still good patience, but
this is Zufra.
Now the matchups all change when you take the big 6'8" man out of the middle.
Another three ball up, and that won't go. Rebound. Big rebound by Landon Teal. It's been impressive coming off the bench for Jackson. Here's Finney Frock off the feed from Weekly.
Now you got a big mismatch on Teal. You got to try to get him the ball down low.
17-footer up, and that doesn't go. Teal with the rebound, and he is fouled inside, and looks like he'll shoot some free throws.
And you can see the presence already there with the big man out in the middle. Jackson able to go to the offensive glass on the Altman replay. Goes up and get it. He's going to go.
No, they're not going to. They're going to say he wasn't shooting. I thought he was going back up with it.
So did I.
Weekly now, way outside as we're less than 4 to go in the half. And Medina hanging on to a 3-point lead at 21-18. Finney Frock off the window, doesn't go, but he'll shoot free.
Oh no.
What are they going to call here? Whoa, I didn't see that one coming, Troy.
Call travel?
Let's watch it again.
Yeah, that inside pivot foot just does slide. That's a tough one to call. I could only see that because of the replay.
Yeah, that.
Seeing that in real time is tough. I think it's the right call, but man, I could not have seen that one in real time.
Medina with the ball, up 3. Low scoring game, just what they wanted. If you're Medina, deep 3 out of the corner, and that's up and good. That is Everett Rodriguez with the 3. And suddenly it's a 24-18 Medina lead. They're getting some open looks now, Troy.
They're doing a really good job of stretching the Jackson defense out, but a nice straight line drive, good rotation over backside.
And Weekly can't get it to go on the baseline. Here come the Bees again. Coach Hassinger says, slow it down. Let's go with our half-court offense. Boy, they run some good stuff, Troy.
I love it. They do the handoffs. They're getting some cross screens. They make you defend a lot of different looks, not just the same thing all the time. They make you make decisions defensively.
Hassinger right to the rack for 2.
That's a nice job using the high ball screen, getting a straight live drive. Somebody's got to either hedge that screen or they got to get a rotation in to help on the drive.
26-18. And we've got a whistle. I think that's away from the ball. What are they going to call, Troy? I didn't see that.
Hold there. That's why we're up here and they're down there, Joe.
Going to get Cole Baker back in the game.
And I think that's a good idea. Cole Baker just does so many of the little things for the Jackson Polar Bears. It really makes them go.
Yeah, he's got 4 in the game. Jackson has only scored 2 points here in the quarter. Troy, that was by Landon Teal. Weekly will drive, and he's fouled on that left block.
I'll tell you, when you're going into the paint, Medina, they make you pay. They're going to make you earn it. And there you see the straight, getting the drive in there on the Altman replay. Good rotation from the backside. Good job of drawing the foul.
Cam Weekly, 6'2" senior, as we said, on his way to play for the Purple Raiders over at Mount Union. Good shooter, good all-around player.
He's got 6 on the night.
He will fit in perfectly with what Mike Fuline likes to do at Mount Union.
Mike Fuline is just building an excellent program over there. He's doing it with a lot of area players, which you like to see.
Weekly with a pair, he's got 7 in the game. 6-point Medina lead with 2:25 to go in the half. Very patient, as we've mentioned many times. They will not make a lot of mistakes. From the 15-foot line, up and in. Hassinger again with 6 in the quarter.
Hassinger with 9 now, playing like a senior, knowing it could be his last game.
Playing like a coach's son. Very patient. Boy, he pulled right up at the free throw line, Troy, and nailed it. 28-20, Medina by 8. Less than 2 to go now in the half. Down low to Teal, trying to get some space. And they're going to call the foul on Medina.
It's going to be his second.
And they're calling it on Garrett Myers, the 6'5" junior.
Trying to see where it bumps in there. That would have been the foul there. There he just goes with him. I would have called that earlier, but nice job by Theo, gone to the free throw line for 2.
This is that one.
Don't forget to stick around for Akron Auto Auction halftime report. I want to thank our good friends Chad Bailey and company up at the Akron Auto Auction. Just a little short 15-minute jaunt up the road at the Akron Auto Auction.
Teal splits the pair. He's got 3 in the quarter. And Medina with the basketball up by 7. Jackson now a lot more aggressive on defense. Shot out of the corner. That doesn't go. High rebound pulled out of there by Kellen Johnson.
Nice job just ripping it away from the would-be Jackson rebounder.
That gives Medina 1 extra look here on this trip down the floor.
See how much time they take off this possession. Oh, slip. Oh, he had him right in the middle.
Kellen Johnson. Monterrubio lost him for a minute.
That off-the-ball screening action, they're running that little triangle delay. I've seen some teams do it. That can set up a lot of slips if you're not ready for it. From the screener going straight to the hoop.
Medina now has worked about 30 seconds off this clock as we're down to less than a minute to go in the half. Medina up 28-21 on the Polar Bears. Jackson right now just chasing the basketball. Monterrubio way out front.
Gotta watch his hands there.
Johnson right to the rim. That doesn't go. I'm not sure they wanted that shot.
Now
Here come the Polar Bears.
Left.
Cole Baker inside to Teal. He puts it up and in.
Nice job by the big man coming off the bench.
Landon Teal with 5 here in the half. 5-point Medina lead. Now they'll play for that final look. Depends what kind of good look they get. They'll try and maybe work it down inside. Tie up. They get it outside. Here come the Polar Bears. 2 seconds left. Baker, Finney Front from deep. That doesn't go. We have played 1 half of basketball here at Jackson. It is Medina 28, Jackson 23. We're going to come back with the halftime totals right after this.
Beaver Constructors is a full-service general contractor delivering top-notch commercial construction management, general contracting, and design-build services across Ohio. We prioritize doing things the right way, ensuring the highest quality in every project from critical infrastructure to facility improvements. Beaver Excavating excels in heavy civil contracting for commercial, industrial, and transportation sectors. We believe in making a positive impact through community involvement and client satisfaction.
Dumont Sporting Goods has been outfitting winning teams since 1977. Put Doug Clark and his experienced staff to work for your team. See them for school jackets, silk screening, and embroidery. Dumont's is especially proud to be your exclusive area Russell Athletic Team Specialist. All of the name brands you love close to home. That's Dumont's Sporting Goods on Tuscarawas Avenue in downtown Dover. Team Specialist since 1977.
You're only as good as your people. And what we've done here is that we've created a culture where people flourish.
We don't want it to be a transaction. We want it to be something where there's a consultative approach, a relationship that allows us to really, one, ensure our customer the right way, but then two, to let them understand the value of getting to work with us.
It's an extreme amount of satisfaction for this team that we have right now. We've developed a team that is solely based on relationships.
Welcome to Daystar Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Malvern, Ohio, your ultimate destination for automotive excellence. Get behind the wheel of your dreams with our exclusive lineup of top quality vehicles. From sleek sedans to rugged SUVs, we have something for every driver. Explore our wide selection of premium cars and let our expert team help you find the perfect match. Don't settle for ordinary. Upgrade to extraordinary at Daystar Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Malvern.
We are at halftime here at Jackson. Division I tournament action. And it is Medina 28, Jackson 23. Troy, give me your impressions of the first half, then Greg, go to the totals.
Well, here on our Akron Auto Auction halftime report, I want to thank our good friends at the Akron Auto Auction. First off, though, you look down there, that's the Jackson cheer squad. State champions and also national champions. Want to give them a big shout out on their state championship and their national championship. Joe, you know what? Right now, for Medina, they're playing the style they want to play. Make Jackson have to work off the ball, make him defend a lot of screens, make him defend the handoffs and switch and gets the mismatch you want. Now with the big man coming out of the game, though, 6'8" comes out, things get tremendously harder for Medina, and everybody else is going to have to step up and play. For Jackson, they need to keep doing what they're doing. With the big man out, they can get more of those drives to the paint. The big man had 4 blocks in the first half. He's not there anymore. You've got to look to be aggressive, try to get to the rim, draw the fouls, and get the layup.
How about the numbers here in the first half, Troy? What do they look like?
Well, let's take a look here at your stats. Really, both teams shooting the ball well. 10 of 19, 9 of 16. The Niners got to get the free throw line a bit more. Jackson doing what they usually do. 3 of 4. Rebounding's pretty even. Jackson not forcing Medina into turnovers. You have 0 turnovers and a half, you're doing something right.
Well, I'll tell you, that's amazing. Medina, no turnovers here in the first half. That's one of the reasons they lead it 28-23. What do you expect to happen in the second half, Troy?
I look for Jackson to come out, keep trying to be aggressive, keep going to the rim, look to try to get their shot, hit the 3, a little bit of pressure defense. They got to turn Medina over a little bit. Medina, keep working the ball on offense. When you get a good look, take it. Force Jackson to play defense, and hopefully the big man comes back into the game because they need him.
There's some of the highlights. Hassinger for Medina taking it right to the rim.
He's had a great game. Johnson got a little quiet there late in the second quarter. You want to try to get him a little bit more involved if you're a Bees fan.
Yeah, I saw Hassinger again from the free throw line. And now a nice pass inside, and that layup is in by Landon Teal, who has 5 of Jackson's 23.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. It's good when you can bring 6-7 off the bench.
We're going to take a break, come back with second half action right after this on Big Time Sports.
The newly remodeled 30-acre Akron Auto Auction, located at 2471 Lay Drive in Akron. Our weekly auction starts at 9 a.m. every Tuesday. Our public auction offers repossessions and U.S. government vehicles. Akron Auto Auction makes buying and selling with confidence as effortless as possible. We're open to dealers and the public. Check current weekly inventory or learn more at akronautoauction.com or call 330-773-8245.
There are 87,000 new IRS agents. Fireside Tax is the best accounting value in Stark County. With audit defense and identity theft restoration through Protection Plus, Fireside Tax can help you deal with the new agent. Fireside Tax has been in business for over 18 years and provides tax, accounting, and payroll services, including flat fee accounting and flat fee payroll. Fireside Tax also handles individual and small business income tax returns.
Lodge Vision Technologies is a locally owned IT service management group in Winesburg, Ohio.
If your small business has technology needs ranging from workstation setups to network management, filtering, and cybersecurity, Lodge Vision Technologies has the team and experience to create a solution unique to your business. Our goal is to simplify your business by taking the complexity and difficulty out of technology. Contact Lodge Vision Technologies and experience a true peace of mind with all of your technology needs.
vitamins and minerals. Feeding champions since 1983.
Joe Dunn, Troy Richardson ready for second half action. Tip-off sponsor.
Good friends of Van Nostrand, Young & Kuntz. Own a business? Make sure you're covered. Cybersecurity is the #1 threat to small businesses. Contact Will Van Nostrand at Van Nostrand, Young & Kuntz to secure the right insurance protection. And folks, they'll also talk to you about the different scams that are out there as far as email with the phishing scams that are out there. I know I've been getting a bunch of ones from DocuSign, and Van Nostrand, Young & Kuntz is someone you want to talk to about that, not just for your business, but your own security too with fraud. I mean, identity theft and identity fraud, Joe, is just getting bigger and bigger every year, and it's scary, especially if you got someone a little bit older in your life. You want to make sure you work with them and get them the right coverage at Van Nostrand, Young & Kuntz.
Well, the Polar Bears have some work to do if they're going to get up to Akron North on Saturday to play for a district title. They've got to get it going. They come out in a zone defense. Leave Baker wide open. He misses that one. Good box out by the Bees. Surprised Medina came out in the zone, Troy.
Well, you know what? Just changing things up. Try to take Jackson out of the rhythm. I'm sure that for the most part, Jackson's halftime was about the man defense.
Deep shot put up, spins out of there. That's a pretty good look by Brody Kopkus.
Good look, but a little bit of a quick look.
They got to get Finney Front going. He has not scored yet tonight, Troy. There's the shot. That's off the front of the iron, and a rebound by Kellen Johnson.
They won't stay cold long, but a nice job in the step back, getting separation for the 1,000-point score.
Medina, as they were the first half, will stay patient. Looking down low to Kellen Johnson. They like that matchup, and there it is. And there's a charge. May have been a flop, but they'll take it, Troy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a rule in high school of flopping, but a nice job here of drawing the contact, gets it with a little bit of acting. Maybe they should get him out for theater arts. Comes in, feels the contact. Joe, I don't know where the wind was coming from, but he was going down, I think, before the shoulder even got there.
I give credit to Monterrubio for selling that one. Good job. And now the Polar Bears have that extra possession.
And there's
right
the corner
out of the
three.
corner.
That's how you warm them up. Oh.
Boy, he's had two pretty good looks. Cole Baker. Finney Frock again. Count it.
You can't give him multiple looks like that. He's eventually going to make you pay. You want to play the zone, you better be able to rebound out of it.
Now it's a two-point game. Finney Frock, your typical shooter. The misses don't bother him a bit. And now away from the basketball. Oh, they're going to call it travel.
First turnover of the game for the Bees.
Chris Hassinger, veteran coach, sent his team out early to shoot around here, coming out for the second half, which I kind of like. You got your game plan. Let your players get used to the gym a little bit. Monterrubio right to the rack, and he'll shoot free throws.
Monterrubio going to go to the free throw line here with a chance to tie it up. Here you see on the Altman replay, good crossover, gets to the rim, and they call the foul. Good job of getting to the charity stripe.
There have been close games this year for Jackson when Monterrubio has put the Polar Bears right on his shoulder for the win.
Beaver Excavating is a full-service heavy civil engineering contracting company delivering quality construction solutions to the commercial industry and transportation industry since 1953. With the experience to tackle any project and the team to get it done right, your projects are in good hands with Beaver. Folks, if you know anyone with Beaver Excavating, the owner, Betsy Sterling, make sure you tell them you heard about on Big Time Sports. We appreciate them sponsoring our Female Athlete of the Week and everything that they do for our local athletics and local schools here on Big Time Sports.
2 minutes into the second half, and the Polar Bears have tied it up at 28-28. They were down by 5 at halftime. Hassinger, we saw him do some good things in the first half. They get it down low. Shot is up, and that is up and in by Garrett Myers.
Nice finish in there by Myers.
He's 6'5". He's playing in place of Jace Holland, the 6'8" senior who went down with a knee injury. See if the Polar Bears can answer. Finney Frock with 1-3 on the last trip down the floor for Jackson. From the free throw line, that's a long rebound pulled out of there by Medina.
Good inside box out position by the Bees.
Caden Loy had a pretty good look. He hasn't scored yet. He's a guy that can hit some big shots for you. Hassinger Gets it out front to Zufra. Those two are the two guards, and they have played well all season long.
I got to try to get it to Hassinger. I want to try to get to Johnson a little bit. See what he can do. If you can get a mismatch with someone a little bit smaller on him, take you down to the block right now is where I'd want to go to.
Deep three, that's from the iron, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Myers. And an extra possession now for the Bees, and they'll put in the hands of their point guard, Luke Hassinger.
I like how Medina plays their offense inside out. They're not outside in. They want to go the inside game first and allow that to create the perimeter game.
So patient with this offense. Nobody forces too many things, and they don't turn it over, Troy.
No.
A little over 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Medina with a 2-point lead. Timeout, Medina. Good timeout by Chris Hassinger. He saw his team in a little trouble. 30-28, Medina. We're back right after this.
Treat your family to the best in dining pleasure at Chibo's Restaurant in Waynesburg. The very best in homemade pasta, rigatoni, and spaghetti will delight your appetite. And the homemade rolls and bread are menu favorites. Visit Chibo's once and you'll become a regular. Other popular items like chicken, ham, and veal parmesan highlight our menu. Take the short drive to great food at Chibo's in Waynesburg.
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedoor.com for a free quote today.
We ride with Elaine, a ride to JRC to socialize and exercise. Independent, but never ever alone.
I really appreciate what they do for me. Well, they help me. I got bad knees, and they do help me, you know, getting on the bus and everything. And they're very nice to me. That means a lot.
At SARTA, we ride together.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Joe Dunn, Troy Richardson back at Jackson High School. You're watching Division I tournament basketball right here on Big Time Sports. Jackson in at 19-3, Medina at 10-12. The winner, as we've told you, goes up to Akron North on Saturday for the district championship game, either McKinley or Strongsville for a 4 o'clock tip-off, Troy.
Yeah, we want to thank our friends at Stark County Mental Health Addiction and Recovery. You can look at a lot of the services they offer at starkmhar.org. That's starkmhar.org. Mental health is so important, especially with our young people today, all the things that go on with social media and the environment. Mental health, just an important thing.
Boy, deep three put up and in by Cohen Miller.
His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, he was wide open after the move into the paint, flipped it right back out to Miller. He set his feet and drilled it. And that 5-point lead is right back for the Bees. This time it's 33-28. And Jackson turns it over. 3-on-2 break. And Medina will pull it out. Good decision. A lot of teams had forced that, Troy.
Medina's just so disciplined. Joe, they are a very, very well-coached team.
Yes, they are. And there was the foul on Monterrubio. He lost Kellen Johnson for a moment, then reached out and fouled him.
And maybe not a bad foul. Looked like Johnson might have had a run to the bucket there on your Altman replay. I want to thank our good friends at Altman. Don't forget, we'll have our iCryo Stone Cold Player of the Game. I want to thank our good friends at iCryo for sponsoring the iCryo Stone Cold Player of the Game.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Medina 33, Jackson 28.
And you see the pressure defense that Cole Baker applies.
Medina still working, still looking for that good look. This is Kellen Johnson, forces that inside. Look at that ball reversal, Troy, and then some discipline not to take the shot.
Yeah, extra passes. Some teams would have fired it up, but they do a great job of making you work for it defensively.
Nearly a turnover there. We are down to 2:38 left to go here in the third quarter. Nobody forcing anything with green jerseys on. And they throw it away. That might be the first turnover of the game, Troy.
Second turnover they've got. 4 turnovers for the Bears. Just 2 for Medina. You work so well, and then you just come away empty. That can get very disheartening for a team as you take a look at the Altman replay.
Here come the Polar Bears. This is Jack Lancey now running the show at the point. I would guess they try and get Monterrubio as many touches as he wants.
We might want to take some guys inside here too.
Yeah.
The shot blocker's out. You want to try to use that interior game that Jackson has. I think that's one of the very underrated portions that they have in their game. Is there right there? They go inside, easy 2 points.
Nice pass inside. That was Cole Baker that missed it. They tried to front Baker and they threw it right over the top.
Yeah, there's no backside help on that. The shot blocker's out of the game. Gets away with a nice little push off there. Draws a foul, nothing you can do.
Cole Baker with 4 points, all back in the first quarter. And he spins that one out of there. Oh my. That one rolled all around and came off.
Cole Baker, a physical player, does the dirty things that don't always show up in the scoring column. He gets it done for the Bears.
Baker will try and split the pair. 6'3" senior. He's had a nice career here playing for Tim DeBevick, and he misses them both.
That is a rarity for Jackson to miss 2 free throws.
Less than 2 to go in the third quarter. Medina trying to add on to this 5-point lead. Passing it right to the rim. Wide open look. Up and no, that comes out of there. Kellen Johnson fighting, and that's the foul on Teal. He thought he got all ball, but Kellen Johnson will go line left to shoot some free throws.
After a big first quarter, Johnson got quiet, but look at him go here for the rebound. I've said it all night. They're just ripping the ball away from Jackson. He just muscles it up, draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Kellen Johnson, 6'6" and a senior. He's the type of player that will play at the Division III or Division II level. He's a pretty good player. He's got double figures now. He's got 10 in the game. 34-28, Medina. Chris Hassinger pulls everybody off the line and leaves Johnson up there by himself. Doesn't phase him, and he hits it. You like that strategy, Troy, pulling people off?
Yes, if you're not going to try for the rebound, you got confidence in your shooter, might as well get your defensive set. They didn't need the rebound.
35-28. Weekly right to the rim. Doesn't get it. And the foul will be on Medina. And I think they're going to point the finger at Brody Kopkas.
Nice job of Cam Weekly. When your shot's not falling, try to get to the free throw line, get it back. Good job of the left hand gone strong to the rim.
Cam Weekly will go line right.
He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's got 7 in the game. And he's perfect from the free throw line. He's got 3 in a row.
That's a center of the rim, barely moving the net.
Local fans will get a chance to watch him play next year in college over with Mount Union.
Don't forget this Saturday we'll be doing the Division I District Championship game up at Akron North. The winner of this team.
Whoa, bad pass.
Oh, that's the turnovers that Jackson's got to force him into.
Here's Monterrubio. Will work into the paint. Backing in. Little mix up there. Why not? A lot at stake here, Troy. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, you got to get physical inside. Here you see the steal, just force the double team. Good job of playing the lane. Jackson, this is what they do. They get to the free throw line a lot at home, and they take advantage of it.
Monterrubio, shot is up and perfect. Monterrubio, perfect 3 for 3 from the line. And off the front of the rim. So Medina with the 4-point lead and the ball.
Jackson coming a little bit of pressure off the miss. We don't see Jackson hardly ever miss from the charity stripe.
Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Medina's lead was 5 at the half. Now it's down to 4.
Medina's last 2 possessions, they haven't got a shot off. You want to at least get a shot off and not force another turnover. You don't want to play a stall tactic where you're not being aggressive with the ball. You just want to work it. And right now, they're looking a little too patient.
Yeah, plus Jackson playing with some urgency right now on defense, Troy. They have seen this movie before, like 10 years ago. Looking down inside, nothing there. Passinger now will try and get it down, and they'll try and back in.
See if he kicks it out here. No, ripped away.
Here comes Monterrubio in a hurry. To the rim, up and in. And that is so momentum to end the third quarter for Jackson. 35-33 Medina. And we're coming back with the fourth quarter right after you see this replay on the Papa Bears big play.
There you see it right there. Papa Bears big play replay, gets the steal, gets the transition bucket. 3 straight turnovers for the Bees, and right now Jackson feeling good.
Welcome to Willis Group Realty, where service meets excellence.
At Willis Group Realty, we pride ourselves on customer service. We ensure smart investment choices for a secure future. And we give back to the community because we believe in building stronger neighborhoods. Commercial, residential, land. Whatever your real estate needs, Willis Group Realty has you covered.
Willis Group Realty, welcome home.
It's always that personal touch that they know you.
Primetime has people that can help you through every step of the way, and when you're my age, you need that extra help.
You don't want a lot of questioning when you're already dealing with a medical issue. Primetime is trying to help us get down the road as long as we can.
And if you're not in the right situation, a senior can lose everything. I feel with Primetime, we picked the best program.
Certified by the American Lighting Association, Furbay's Light Shop is your go-to for all lighting needs, residential, commercial, or industrial. Our experts assist with every detail, from bulb size and fixture type to designing layouts. Visit us for hands-on displays showcasing various fixtures, or log in to furbay.com/lightshop. Let us help you visualize the perfect light for your space. Whether you need advice or want to explore lighting options, stop by or log in to Furbay's Light Shop today and see how we can brighten your project.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
Joe Dunn, Troy Richardson back at Jackson High School. Well, this one has come down to the final 8 minutes as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Medina up by 2 at 35-33. Troy, give me your thoughts here as we go into that final quarter.
Well, as we go into our Ferris Chevrolet quarterly recap, right now Medina's got to look to score. They've gone 3 empty possessions, turnover, bucket, or free throws for Jackson. Right now, Medina's playing not to lose instead of playing to win. And you can just tell everything's changed when the big man went out with the injury.
Yeah, good point. Medina now will try and add on. Critical time here. As Jackson doesn't want to fall too far behind because Medina has the ability to put this one in the deep freeze. And another turnover for Medina.
Yeah, they're just doing silly turnovers.
Here comes Baker.
Now.
Finney Frock, deep 3. That's short. Here comes Hassinger, 1-on-3 break. And does it go up and in? They won't count it. He was fouled before that. And it looks like he hurt his right hand, Troy.
Yeah, right now the best thing going for Jackson is the injuries to Medina. Here you see it on the break on the Altman replay coming right into your living room. He gets shoved in the back there, right into the wall.
The officials are talking. I'm not sure if they think Chris Hassinger, the coach at Medina, talking to the officials.
I think he wanted intentional on that.
I don't think that was intentional.
No, you just pushed him in the back. There's nothing intentional there.
But they're not going to give him any free throws either, which I thought he was in the act of shooting.
Well, we've thought that a couple of times tonight.
So Medina will put it back in play.
If they can get it in. Medina's just got to get a shot off. And Jackson getting real physical on the perimeter, and the referees are letting them do it.
Bees looking for a good look here. Right to the rim. That's up and no good. And the foul will be on Jackson. It looks like it's on Caden Loy.
Let's take a look here on the drive. Good lane there on the Altman replay. Takes up the left hand. Goes right in. Don't forget, we'll have our iCryo Stone Cold Player of the Game. I want to thank our good friends at iCryo for sponsoring our Stone Cold Player of the Game.
That free throw up and no good. You mentioned how important free throws are in tournament play, Troy. Don't need misses.
No, that's right now what Medina's done is they've missed some free throws tonight. That's going to be a key.
Splits a pair. 3 in the game for Zufer. He's a double-figure scorer.
Well, you got to know where Finnefrock's at. He's one of your three-point shooters for Jackson. You got to try to get him some touches here.
1 minute into this one. Nice pass inside to Baker, and he can't get it. Boy, that was a point-blank layup from the right block, and it didn't go.
He had a great look there, great drive, good feed. Very rarely do we see him miss a shot.
Medina with the ball in a 3-point lead. Boy, they are deliberate, patient. Hassinger will drive, forces from 3 feet. That doesn't go.
I don't think that's the shot you wanted to take there. That's not the look they wanted, but good defense there. 3-ball side pocket.
Out of the corner. Call a traveling violation. I think they called that on Finnefrock on the pass.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it on the shooter.
No, it was on Finnefrock as he kind of hesitated.
Finnefrock get the ball.
I think he thought he could pull up for a 3 instead. He travels with the basketball.
Good look on our Altman replay. Here comes the pressure from Jackson. Got to get the ball across half court.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Nearly a steal, but he saw it too, Troy.
Oh yeah, it was
throw
like
that across the court. You're asking for trouble.
It's like a DB baiting a quarterback.
Yes. 2 minutes into the quarter.
Oh, Jackson got away with a push off there.
Nice move. That's up and no good. And the foul is going to be on Medina. And it's on Garrett Myers.
Yeah, here he goes, bang, bang, no call. Here's the thing, there's no call, there's no call. And then, yeah, he does go in and grab him there, good call there, but banging it inside, and that's what you want to do if you're Medina, play the inside game. Jackson is going to start to heat up here pretty soon.
3-point Medina lead, but Jackson has the basketball. Caden Loy looking for some space. Cole Baker. Not giving Finnefrock any looks at all. Well scouted.
Oh, you got the big man inside. You got to look to post up.
Here comes Rubio. He'll pull up for 3. Long rebound, and Kellen Johnson, Johnny on the spot. He'll drive right to the rim, up and in, and it'll count, and the blocking foul on the Polar Bears.
That's Johnson. He's starting to make his presence known again. Here, take a look at the Papa Bears big play replay. Look at him accelerate. There's the bump. Goes up and gets some and one fun.
5-point lead right back for Medina.
Once again, I want to thank our friends at the Beaver Companies, Beaver Construction, Beaver Excavation. If you know anyone who works there, make sure you tell them you heard about it on Big Time Sports. We appreciate everything that they do in support of high school athletics.
Again, Coach Hassinger pulls everybody off the lines, leaves Kellen Johnson up by himself, and he hits the free throw.
A lot of confidence there in Johnson. He's going to come out, and you know, if you're Coach Hassinger, you don't want him on the bench very long.
He's got 14 of Medina's 39. And a 5-point Medina lead. Jackson has over 5 minutes to get back in this and win it. Finney Frock, deep three, count it! Wow!
Hand in his face, and he just buries it.
From the logo, Finney Frock says, watch this. Cuts it to a 3-point Medina lead, 39-36.
Yeah, not quite the 10-foot line pulling a Caitlin Clark there, but he's getting the hand in his face, knocking it down on the Papa Bears. Big play replay, big three out of that young man.
There's the huddle. Veteran coach Tim DeBevick talking to his players. Boy, if they needed a dose of adrenaline, Finney Frock gave him to them right there.
Right, and they go right into timeout, gives them a chance. Hey, we got to pick the pressure up, do what we do, force them into some bad shots. For Medina here, 3-point lead, still 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, a ton of time left. At what point do you think Medina tries to take a few minutes off this clock?
Well, I think you still got to play back.
I do too.
There's still 5 minutes to go. I think you're aggressive. You've shown you're a little bit of a step quicker. You might be able to get in the bonus. 3 fouls for Jackson, just 1 for the Bees. They're gonna be close here to a 10 count.
Boy, good pressure coming out of that timeout for Jackson. They're doubling, trapping, doing everything they can. And Medina says, hey, we'll take that pressure and we'll go back out and play some, not stall ball, but they'll get it in that offense and see what they can get.
Jackson's got to watch the reach. You don't want to foul 25 feet from the hoop.
3-point Medina lead. Trying to hang on for a huge upset here. Hassinger to the baseline. Wide open look. That doesn't go. Monterrubio with a big rebound. Gets it to Weekly. Pass inside. Finney Frock up and in. It's a 1-point game.
And what's the call here?
I'm not sure what they're calling.
Well, Johnson coming back in. That was the big move there for Medina. We knew with him out, that was going to be a big, big upswing for Jackson, and they took advantage.
They were pointing at Jack Lancey.
They're going to get a delay.
They haven't
here?
put the points up on the board yet. Usually that's a warning if he grabs the ball, Troy.
I think that's what they're just giving the official warning. Oh, no. They're going to say technical foul.
It's 39-38 Minner.
And that's a team foul as well.
38-38 Medina.
That's big because that's also a team foul. That should take him to 4 team fouls.
Bryce Zufer at the line and pops it in.
Take a look here, Joe. Here you're going to see the pass. Lays it in. Oh, he reached over to knock it out of his hand.
That's a technical foul.
Yeah. So big free throws there and the ball. And a technical foul is supposed to be a team foul as well. They haven't marked it up yet. It should be 14 fouls right now. The next foul, Medina should be shooting free throws. Nice crossover.
Deep three. That's off the side of the iron.
Maybe a quicker three than they wanted.
We are halfway through the final quarter. Jackson trying to fight back in this one and win it at home.
Well, remember, there's only 64 teams that make the tournament in Division I. It's a top 64 teams enrollment-wise in the state of Ohio.
Less than 4 to go in the game. This is Weekly.
Oh, Finney Frock will lift it.
Finney Frock thought about it. Anywhere in half court, I think, is in his range.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got to pick him up.
Weekly. Boy, he's got some quick moves. He'll spin into the paint, and the foul will be on Medina's Everett Rodriguez.
Because Hassinger wants the travel call here. Let's take a look here as he crosses him up. Nice hesitation. Goes in. Maybe a little bit of a walk, maybe a foul as well.
Finney Frock trying to get the ball, and they're going to call a foul as Monterrubio tried to bring it in. I think Medina reached in and fouled him.
Yeah, as much of the physical play they let it go, it's interesting when the games get down under 4 minutes here. There you just see the foul. Not saying it wasn't the right call, but, and they're gonna call it. So we hardly saw any fouls. Now we've seen 3 in the span of less than 6 seconds.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of foul calls today. They pretty much let them play. Jackson up by 3 with 3.5, or Jackson down 3. 3.5 to go, Troy. Monterrubio driving, and the foul will be on Medina inside.
Yeah, that was, but it's just funny how no fouls, and then within the span of 20 seconds, we get 4. It's funny. There's the Altman replay. Good spin. There you see the swat of the ball. Gonna go to the line for 2.
Monterrubio puts it up and gets the fall out of it. That's the first free throw he's missed.
Not a real good, not a typical free throw shooting night for the Bears. What's the scoring table over here?
Yeah, the official going to come in and talk to the official score. Each team has their book, Troy, but the home book's the official one.
Yeah, and there's now they put that other foul up for Jackson off the technical. Now both teams in the bonus.
Monterrubio splits the pair, and it is 41-39. Medina with 3:15 left to go in the game. And again, they pass off some pretty good looks that other teams would take, Troy.
Yeah, I think you want to screen here and try to get a switch on Johnson. Let him take the ball inside. You don't want to play not to lose.
There's the foul.
Now in the first half, that isn't a foul, but the way they've called it here the last 2 minutes,
I think you're right.
It is.
I think you made a good point, Troy. They're trying to maybe even things up a little bit. Officials usually don't do that, but let's see what happens here in the final 2:57.
Well, they kept their guys at the free throw line here for Johnson. He knocks down the first. But that's the thing that gets frustrating as a player, as a coach. You get used to playing the game one way for 27, 28 minutes, and then it gets changed the last 4 minutes of the game.
Kellen Johnson has a pair. I've got him for 16, Troy, to lead everybody.
Back to the zone. You got to be able to rebound.
Weekly, deep three, count it!
Why you would go to zone in that situation, and they're going to make you pay.
2 deep threes by Jackson makes it a 1-point game.
You're going to get another foul called.
The foul way outside is on Jackson.
And he's saying, hey, that wasn't a foul the first part of the game.
Yeah, you play a zone against Jackson, you're just asking for trouble. Those deep 3-point shooters will kill you.
I mean, they're deep threes. Pressure's starting to come here to Medina.
Hassinger misses that free throw. And he misses them both.
Well, now if Jackson can get the lead, they will go to their spread offense.
Yes, we've seen that through the years. Weekly. And throws it away over the backboard. I think he just lost control of the ball, Troy. Yeah. So it remains a 1-point Medina lead, 43-42 with 2:24 left to go.
That's only their 5th turnover of the game. They better help Johnson out here.
Yeah, you're right. Looking for the...
Or call a timeout.
Get it into Johnson finally. Boy, and a quick timeout by Chris Hassinger. We're going to take a break. 2:18 left to go in the game. Medina 43, Jackson 42. We're back after this timeout.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Mr. Derek, can I talk to you for a second?
What's going on?
My best friend needs a lot of help, and I tried to talk to her about it, but she won't talk to me anymore. Well, I kind of told her that you were my trusted adult. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
We all may need a little help, and it's even more important that we don't hesitate.
Introducing Pizza Oven, a legacy since 1956. For decades, we've delighted taste buds with our authentic flavors. Indulge in our scrumptious menu, carefully crafted to satisfy every craving. From crispy pizzas to fresh salads, tender chickens to savory pasta, we have it all. Visit pizzaoven56.com and experience the taste of tradition at your fingertips. Pizza Oven, serving Northeast Ohio at our 10 locations.
Hey, you guys want to practice for the golf scramble?
Right now? How?
I got an idea.
Now we know what you're doing when we can't find you.
Wayne?
Looks like we have a problem.
Do you really know what's been happening on your roof? We can help. Don't risk costly damages and disruptions to your business operations. Schedule your complimentary roof assessment today.
Joe Dunn, Troy Richardson back at Jackson. Got a few fans here for a big game, Troy.
Yeah, big game right there for the Jackson Polar Bears here on our New Image Auto Sales fan cam. That's our New Image Auto Sales fan cam. Brought to you by our good friends at New Image Auto Sale. Some young fans taking in the game today.
Yeah, some future Polar Bears in the stands.
Young fans here.
1 point Medina lead. They led it by 5 at halftime, by 2 at the end of 3 quarters, and the lead is now only 1.
Jackson does not want to foul away from the hoop. You got to play off. The officials have been calling this so tight, and you know they're going to call it tight here at the end as well.
Crucial time right here as we come up to exactly 2 minutes left in the game. Medina taking some time off the clock. Spread in the offense.
You've still got to look to score. Jackson's got to come at you with the double team. You got to attack that pressure.
Oh, they thought about that shot. Hassinger is the key guy here. We're coming down to 1.5 minutes to go in the game, Troy. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Timeout Medina. Well, they used some clock, Troy, then called the timeout.
Oh, they're going to tee him up.
On Tim DeBevick.
Finnefrock.
Or it's on Finnefrock.
It's going to be on Finnefrock, yelled at the official. DeBevick tried to pull him back, and he just kept going at him. And that
I apologize to Coach DeBevick. I thought it was on him, but it was on Finnefrock. And that is a huge technical foul.
DeBevick shoves him hard to push him out of the way. And it's so hard, you just can't let your emotions take into that as you look in there to the Jackson huddle. And it's going to be 2 free throws here and the ball. They were getting the ball anyways, but now you get your 2 free throws at it.
1:26 left to go in the game. Medina, who came in at 10 and 12 with the lead over a 19-3 Jackson team that is trying to somehow pull this one out of the fire and head to Akron on Saturday for a district title.
And they're trying to pull it out with their big man on the bench. If you'd have said before the game, hey, the 6'10 Holland's going to be out midway through the first quarter, and Medina's still going to be in this with a chance to win it, I'd have said I'm not too sure about that. But I'm very impressed how everyone has stepped up here for Medina. I'll be interested. Now Finnefrock talking to the other official. Right now you'd be just better off just getting away from him.
Free throw put up and hit the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and fell in. Two-point lead. And now a three-point lead. 1:26 left to go. Now Troy. Medina can use as much clock as they want here.
Well, you got to be able to get the ball. Oh, nice play. Wow.
Kellen Johnson off the inbounds pass. And it's a 5-point Medina lead.
Using the pressure against them.
And a quick timeout by Jackson with 1:11 left to go. The Bees lead it by 5 at 47-42, and that was a nice play coming out of that timeout on the side out.
I love this timeout here on your Altman replay there. They use Jackson's pressure against them. They get the back screen, they get the big man cutting there. That's an Altman replay. I'll tell you what, we got a lot of candidates tonight for our iCryo Stone Cold Player of the Game.
There you look into that Jackson huddle. Head coach Tim DeBevick. You're in a tough situation. You're down by 5. At some point, if they hold the basketball, Troy, you have to start fouling.
Yeah, this is the big possession. If you score here, you don't have to foul. But if you don't score and 15, 20 seconds go off the clock, you got to look to foul right away and see if Medina can knock down the charity stripe. But right now, you're an and one away from making this a 2-point game. You're still in this if you're Jackson. It's just 2 possessions. And the way you can shoot the ball, you might take the lead in 2 possessions. Oh, wow.
Oh, Penny Frock was out of bounds. And that's a turnover to Jackson with 1:08 left to go. You always like good spacing, Troy, but you got to know where you're at on the floor.
Right now, for Medina, the important thing here is getting the ball in. And that's going to be tough against this pressure. And that is a good timeout by Johnson there, knowing that internal clock in his head.
1:08 left in the game. Medina with a 5-point lead, and the way they can take time off the clock, the way they run their offense, that's a big 5-point lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure, normally in a normal situation, you want to try to pressure maybe at about the 50-second mark, go to foul. But as soon as Medina would break it to half court, you may want to go for the foul right now. And going for the foul doesn't mean you have to foul. You don't know what the referee's going to call. Go for the reach. Maybe they call the bump. Maybe they don't. Maybe you get the steal and a breakaway layup. But right now, I love what Medina has done in these pressure situations. See if they can come up with a way to get it inbounded here, because they're down to 1 timeout, and the possession arrow favors Jackson.
Chris Hasinger spending a little extra time with this Medina Bees. Here they come. Pressure the basketball. Try and get that 5-second count.
Oh, I like
how they turnover.
This is good. They've created a lot of space here, bringing everyone to the sideline. And there they got Johnson.
Now, when do you foul, Troy?
I think you start now. Yeah.
And the foul's going to be on one of Medina's better free throw shooters.
And it's 2 shots now.
That's Bryce Zufer, who they send to the line on technical foul situations.
There have been 2 tonight. But don't forget, if Medina fouls, Jackson gets 2 shots. Jackson's an excellent free throw shooting team.
Six-point Medina lead. Going to get Finney Frock back in. Landon Teal going to sit down.
Well, this is the big one because this makes it a 3-possession game.
Shot up and spins it out of there.
Still 2 possessions the way Jackson can shoot.
Now Jackson's got to answer right here in this possession. Finney Frock will drive up and in.
Nice take there by number 24, Kyle Monterrubio.
In the backcourt, the foul. And they're going to send Hasinger to the line. And that will be foul number 5 on Cole Baker. They're going to get Landon Teal back in.
Landon Teal's going to go in here for Baker, go a little bit more size. Right now for Jackson, you don't really have out there 24. Monterrubio, they got him for 4 fouls right now, so he can't foul. Good job at the free throw line.
Luke Hasinger He's now in double figures. We've got him with 10. And spins that out of there.
Two possession game. And that's a free throws, man. They are critical.
Weekly wanted to pull up. Gets it to Monterrubio.
ISO again.
He'll take it again. Up and in.
Monterrubio just doing what he does. No one's helping out on him. Now you're down to a one possession game because Medina's struggling at the free throw line.
Well, they are spreading the
play.
floor. Yeah, they're spreading the floor. The Polar Bears are. And leaving Monterrubio to go one-on-one with the Bees, and that's a bad matchup for Medina.
Yeah, that's the exact same set they went last time. He rejects the ball screen and just takes it in for the open layup. And with the three-point shooters Jackson has, you can't help out with them. They're just isolating one-on-one. Medina, if they make their free throws, they'd have made both their extra free throws. They're up 5 now. As it is, you're only up 3.
Yeah, it's a one possession game. And with Jackson's three-point shooters, that is something that they don't worry about too much. They can hit that 3.
But at some point, you got to say, hey, we got to stop the drive and take our chances with the 3.
30.4 seconds left, Troy. Obviously, number one, you can test that inbounds play. Number two, if you don't get it, how soon do you foul?
Right, I'd say as soon as they cross half court, you can run the baseline here, see if they do anything with that. Well, he had him open, but he didn't get in the ball.
And they finally foul Everett Rodriguez, who has not been the line tonight.
That's going to go on 3. Vinifrock, they don't have him up on the scoreboard. Not sure how many fouls he's got.
Huge free throws here by 6'2" senior Everett Rodriguez. Up and in. Four-point Medina lead. And again, Coach Hassinger pulls everybody off the lines and leaves Rodriguez up there by himself.
Oh, I'll be interested. Maybe they try that zone again. But you gotta stop the isolation one-on-one. You gotta make him pick it up right now.
51-46. Here comes Jackson. Weekly will drive, doesn't get it. Here comes Medina. And the foul will be on Monterrubio with 18.9 seconds left to go.
I think that's 5 on Monterrubio.
Boy, Weekly decided to take it to the rim. I expected a whistle, but it never came. Then the ball goes off the front iron. And it is a 5-point Medina lead. And they're at the free throw line with their best free throw shooter, Bryce Zufra.
And this is big because you make one, it's a full 2-possession game.
Shot is up and perfect.
This makes it 3 possessions. And now Monterrubio is out, so one of your best drivers is out of the game.
Well, you still got Weekly and Finifrock. But man, how many more possessions are you going to get, Troy?
Yeah, and they're going to make him pick it up a little bit sooner now.
53-46, Weekly in a hurry.
The big thing is you don't want to foul.
Cross the line. Finifrock will force the 3. Doesn't get it. Landon Teal doesn't get it. Kellen Johnson pulls it out of there. And Medina comes into Stark County and pulls the upset on Jackson. And the Bees are celebrating big time as they win it 53-46. And to say the least, Jackson fans, they are stunned, Troy.
That was an impressive win. Medina, I think, is 3-0 on Big Time Sports.
We are going to take a break. Troy's going to add up the numbers. We're going to come back and talk about it right after this on Big Time Sports.
This moment, it's a choice. To find out what you're made of. To own what's in front of you, no matter what that might be. We showed up, we're here. This moment belongs to us right now.
The newly remodeled 30-acre Akron Auto Auction, located at 2471 Lay Drive in Akron. Our weekly auction starts at 9 a.m. every Tuesday. Our public auction offers repossessions and U.S. government vehicles. Akron Auto Auction makes buying and selling with confidence as effortless as possible. We're open to dealers and the public. Check current weekly inventory or learn more at akronautoauction.com or call 330-773-8245.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
C.H. Fallison Associates in North Canton is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem.
Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
Well, it is called the Journey of Tears and Cheers for a reason, Troy. The tournament trail in Ohio high school basketball can be brutal. And for the Jackson Polar Bears, the team and fans, this is going to be a rough one. They lose at home tonight 53-46 to a Medina team that came in at 10-12.
Yeah, Medina, under 500, but play a brutal schedule. As you take a look there at our final score on the Pete 7 scoreboard, I want to thank our good friends at Alt Care for sponsoring our wrap-up report. And let's take it here for the stats. And really, it was Medina doing a great job offensively, offensive efficiency, 16-35. They limited the possession. We talked about that in our Keesa game. Jackson is 14-37. And this is one of the few times I've seen Jackson get beat at home from the charity stripe. That's +6 for Medina, 14-20, 8 for 13 for Jackson. Rebounding edge to Jackson, but the turnovers, only 4 for Medina. You have less than 10 turnovers in a game the way it is today. That's amazing. To have 4, that's how you win and pull upsets.
I thought Medina did a good job of defending that three-point line against the Jackson team that lives at that three-point line. In fact, 2 of the 3 threes in that second half were deep, deep threes.
Yeah, deep threes that, you got to live with that. You got to take your chances on that, and that's something Medina was willing to give up, and Jackson, struggled at times shooting the ball tonight. And for a team like Jackson, if you don't shoot well, that doesn't bode well for you.
Which leaves us to Troy Richardson's decision on our Cryo Stone Cold Player of the Game.
Cryo Stone Cold Player of the Game is senior Cole Baker for the Jackson Polar Bears. He comes in tonight. There you see him drop down low, take it in. Cole Baker, he had 4 points, 6 rebounds, a steal, and a couple assists for the Jackson Polar Bears tonight. He's a senior. He'll get a free month-long pass at iCryo of Belton Village. Congratulations, Cole Baker, iCryo Stone Cold Player of the Game.
Our thanks to everybody in the truck at Image Video. Great job as always. For my broadcast partner, Troy Richardson, great job as usual. My name's Joe Dunn. Most of all, thanks to you for watching another big game right here on Big Time Sports.